Hi, this is George Alger. Welcome to today's segment of Our Ventura TV. Today we're going to be speaking about United Parents, and joining us is Melissa Hanna. Welcome, Melissa, and can you give us an introduction into United Parents?
Good morning, George. Thank you for having me. Just a little bit of information on United Parents. We are a small nonprofit. We were founded by Ellen Linder in 1990. So we've been around quite a bit of a time. And we provide mental health services for children and youth in the county of Ventura. And we also provide support and resources for parents and caregivers throughout the state of California.
Very good. Now, could you describe what that actually means in terms of mental health support and additional support?
So we have five programs, and each program is dedicated to serving children and youth who have mental health needs and providing support and empowering parents and caregivers who care for the children who have mental health needs. So all of our staff, or I'd say about 90% of our staff, are parents and caregivers with lived experience. So these are parents and caregivers, excuse me, who have raised a child with mental health needs. And now they're considered parent partners, are able to walk down that path with a parent who has recently, their child has recently been diagnosed with a mental health need. And that's our parent partner program. And then we have a respite program where those parent partners, if they need a break, we will take their child out for a fun excursion with our respite providers who tend to be peer mentors or mentors for the youth. We have monthly excursions where we take the youth out. Like this month, we're going to Golf and Stop. We've gone fishing. We've taken the kids fishing. We've taken them to Build-A-Bear. It gives the parents a break, and it helps the children form long-term relationships with other children with maybe similar needs, and also with their respite care providers who tend to be mentors. And we
Very
have a
good.
couple other programs, but those are our main programs I think that everyone in the county would be familiar with.
All right. Now, how do those who benefit from the services connect with United Parents?
Great question. And so any parent any child who has Medi-Cal, if, for instance, the parent sees that there's some type of mental health need, if any of their schoolwork is struggling, or if they're having a hard time or struggling mentally at home, they can call Ventura County Behavioral Health, and they call the STAR program, it's called, and they will get their child assessed. And once their child is assessed and there's a diagnosis attached to the assessment, the child is then linked with a clinician at the county, a county clinician, and then the clinician will send us a referral, and we get the referral, and then we connect that parent to one of our parent partners. So with circumstances. So if the parent happens to be English speaking, we will connect that parent with one of our parent partners who is English speaking. Spanish speaking, we have a large population, Latino population. And so we'll connect our parents with parent partners who speak Spanish, or parents with foster youth, parents with biological children. So we try to match exactly on what the needs of the parents and or children might be.
Okay. And what would be the age range of the children that are beneficiaries of this?
So we from 0 to 18, of course, we don't, I would say the portion, we rarely get anyone under the age of 6, but the most of the children that we serve, or the families we serve, are children over the age of 6. So usually between the ages of 6 and 18. We also have an educational advocacy program where we provide educational support for children up to the age of 22. So that program goes a little bit further.
Okay. Now, has the pandemic impacted how you administer these services?
Right? Isn't I think I don't know if it hasn't impacted anyone. I'd like to hear who it hasn't impacted. Yes, absolutely. Well, during COVID, we do everything in person. So our parent partners meet the parents where they are. They go to the parents, and it stopped and everyone had to learn Zoom. And so that kind of there was a decrease in the need because everyone was sheltering in place and because of safety reasons. But then post-COVID spike, there's an increase in need. So we are seeing a lot more children coming through the behavioral health system where there's diagnosis of depression and anxiety. There's a significant increase from pre-COVID days. And with staffing issues throughout the state, we're trying to keep up with the demand. But our parent partners do a fantastic job. Our respite providers and all of our staff do a fantastic job at the high need demand.
Okay, so does that mean you have gone back full to a one-on-one relation?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes. So yeah, they meet with their family, whatever the family prefers, excuse me. So if the family prefers to meet in person, they'll meet them in person. If the family prefers to meet via Zoom, there's also so anywhere that the family feels safe and also where our staff feels safe.
okay, very good. Now, do you have volunteers that help you?
We do. We have a couple of volunteers. That's slow growing. We had quite a few volunteers pre-COVID. And with COVID, that slowed down. We're just really trying to keep staff. We do have some volunteers who help us with our respite fun events. So when we take the children out, we used to take over 20 children. They're the children who are diagnosed, and then along with their siblings out on these fun excursions. And then with COVID, we kind of reduced that to about 10. But now we've increased it. So now we're starting to see a lot more participation from volunteers, but we're always open for volunteers. If anyone would like to come help, give us a call.
Very good. Now, Melissa, when you're out and about in the community and you describe what you do, what is the main questions that people ask you?
Um, that's a good question. I think one of the main questions is, how do I get your services? I think, you know, with the need so high and with the shortage in mental health staff, I don't know if it's the need is so high that we don't have enough staff or there's just not enough staff. Um, with an increase in wait times for the families to receive services, they are just ready. Like, I need to get services now. And so what we tell the families, and a huge portion of what we do is we empower them. So we provide trainings that are not linked with the referral process. We also will take calls. So outside of the referral process, families can call. We'll connect them to resources and services until they are connected to us through a referral. And again, with the trainings, and then we will also provide support. So we have an emergency fund program where we'll pay some bills for families in an emergency situation. And we also have a support fund where we'll help families keep the family unit together. So we may pay for them a dinner night, a night out to watch a movie and dinner as a whole family unit. So we have a lot of other options that can help the family while they're waiting for their services.
Very good. Now, Melissa, we're just about out of time here. I'm wondering if you could share the website that people could go to for more information, and if you have a summating message for the viewers.
Sure, it's www.unitedparents.org. We also have another contract, and you can go on Parents and Caregivers for Wellness.org and find our statewide information, and that has more training involved. And one last thing, yeah, I think I would like to everyone to know that you know, support is here, and to not give up hope and keep that hope alive. And that's something that we've been helping families understand. We also have a training on hope, um, so that they know not to give up, that there's help out there and there's resources, and it's not the end.
Well said. Thank you so much, Melissa. We're going to wrap up here. This is George Alger signing off for this segment of Our Ventura TV. Until we meet again.